Hello and welcome to round 2 of the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of April 17th. I'm Catherine Haleko and I'm here with Terry Morrow.
Hello.
Usually on this podcast we talk about parenting issues, but once a week Terry and I like to get together to discuss TV, movies, books, and other entertainment topics because it's nice to talk about something other than parenting for a change. So this week we kicked off Brothers and Sisters Season 2. We just rolled right on in there.
Walkers. Well, I was going to say they were back, but they never went away.
They never left.
Except for Justin. Did you know that Justin left? Justin went to Iraq.
Justin went to Iraq. But we will get to that because we also continue with Ted Lasso, Season 3. This was episode 5 called Signs. And there were signs, many signs. There were physical signs. There were psychic signs. There were revenge animal signs.
There were signs that this girl isn't really into you, Nate.
Yeah, that this girl is, So yeah, a lot happened, I would say, on Ted Lasso. More so than the previous week, right?
Yeah. What was the point of Zava again?
I know. Well, my son and I were talking about this. He said, I think they're going to bring him back because why would they have him on for just a few episodes and then he just disappears?
Seems ridiculous. So if there is not a bigger payoff of that whole storyline, I shall be annoyed.
Confused and annoyed. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What now? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that they were
well because they've been losing. We saw that one episode where you kicked it all the time.
Right. I mean, I think the implication was that he has been scoring, but just never enough to.
Yeah. But I think we were led to believe that he would always score enough. That just in the person of Zava existed your team winning. That was it.
That is what we were led to believe.
Yeah, it's been weird. It was a weird little story thread, and I do hope that he will come back. It seems starting to grow on me a little bit, but
I don't like to see my dear Danny Rojas so sad.
Yes, you broke his heart, Zava. What?
You really did.
So now, do we think Jamie is going to rise up to be the leader? Because he was saying all the same things as Zava did. Zava just said them more charismatically.
Right.
But
Jamie does have the accent.
He does, yes.
I mean, Zava had an accent too, but
yeah.
You know, Jamie's is more fun to hear.
He doesn't have quite enough hair to pull back into a little ponytail, but he's got a lot of his hair is kind of an issue. What the heck, man? What the heck?
Well, he has to wear those fun headbands, so
yeah. But I did not see Zava's retirement coming, but I sure saw Henry being the bully coming. And
yes.
I sure saw Jack and Keely kissing coming. So it was not hard to follow the thread of this episode.
Right.
But yeah, the Zava thing fizzling out so unimpressively. Kind of.
Yes.
I mean, he could have been injured. Could he not have been injured? Nah.
Right.
And actually, I didn't. I saw the girl who's been blowing Nate off at the restaurant being sweet to him at the end. You could see that coming too. Once he said that their baklava was divine, he just had her on the palm of his hand.
Right.
She looked at him like, I never saw you this way before. You like our baklava. Well then, all my haughtiness is gone.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think he made a good trade there.
Seriously. Anastasia was not really.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out, babe. You're not worthy of Nate, even though we don't like him right now. Even though we don't
like Nate. Yep. True.
Oh, well.
So,
he'll be coming around.
I feel like there wasn't enough Roy in this episode.
There was not nearly enough Roy, although he did have the extended speech about what he would do
about what to do with
the bully. Before they knew the bully was Henry, when they thought the bully was somebody else. And it went on a bit long. I think maybe Roy, is Dr. Sharon still around? I think maybe Roy needs to talk to somebody before things get out of hand.
Yes.
But that was pretty dramatic revenge. Maybe not quite to the level of creativity as leaving a lamb in a conference room and allowing it to poop for an entire evening, but still. Still
Shandy.
a bit disturbing.
Creative work from Shandy.
Yeah, Shandy. Are we sorry to see her go? We are not.
No.
But I hope she does not come. I hope we don't see her again. Really don't want to see her again. I fear that we will.
The lamb was the last.
Yeah.
The last laugh of Shandy.
Yep.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Now, I was confused by the matchbook business because Rebecca got a matchbook from Sam's restaurant that was green, just like the psychic said. And of course, we know that those are the only green matchbooks ever anywhere. Did she get another green matchbook at the coffee shop?
No, she just had it in.
I thought she was telling
in her bag.
I thought she was telling the waiter to take it away because she didn't want to have more than one. It was confusing, and maybe that guy is the one she should be with or something. But that wasn't
think it
right?
was just that she was rummaging through her bag. She came upon it and she was like, "Oh, I need to get rid of this because I'm weirded out by it." I didn't get the whole shite in knighting armor thing.
That must have been something the psychic said. That's the only way it makes sense.
It was, but I don't understand why it's meaningful if this stupid guy said it or his fiance.
I don't know that it. Yeah, I kind of was just thinking that it was another thing the psychic said that sort of seemed to come true because that's not a phrase you would necessarily expect to just hear. Randomly.
Right.
It was so specific that I don't know if it was to point her to him or I can't remember what context the psychic put that in.
Yeah, that's the part I can't remember either.
And I'm not going to go back and watch the episode to find out. So, again, I say, could we have notes on these playbacks where they say, hey, remember when the psychic said that?
Pay attention to this.
Here's what she said. It's like we need hyperlinks in our videos, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like you're reading something and you can click on a link and it will explain more about it. We need that on these. Yeah. Please. And then I guess we are to assume that her doctor said no, she couldn't have children.
Right.
Which goes against what the psychic said. But then she was sitting in a car. Was she outside Sam's there at the end?
Oh, I missed that. I don't know.
She was sitting in a car. And there was enough of the backdrop that I think we were supposed to recognize where she was, but maybe not.
And also, because they didn't have we didn't hear the doctor say.
Yes, it could still be.
They definitely left themselves room for that to be a misdirect.
They did, indeed.
I mean, she just had kind of an unscrutable look on her face. So, it's possible.
My interest in that plot line with the psychic?
Small.
And my need for Ted to get over it and move on and, get back to where he was as an inspirational figure. I guess that's what we got at the end of this episode. Turns out he can just do deep breathing and get over the panic attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
Right. And come up with a big speech for his
he did.
Players.
He did. Yes. And it's anticlimactic to say, see you Monday. They should have had a practice the next day. Start this right away. Come on. Go stew over this for a day. And then
Jamie is going to work out the next day.
Yes, he is. So. He is on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lots of things here strike me as not the way the world works, but it's a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as they're entertaining me, I don't care.
Right.
When they're not, it's a problem. So, okay.
True.
This was a little better than last week, but let's move along, shall we?
All right. Well, then, shall we move along to Brothers and Sisters?
Yes. In which, though we fear for Justin's health and safety, really, You should be glad he's not there right now with his family because they are a mess.
They are a mess. They continue to tell each other really inappropriate things.
They do. And though I have to agree with Tommy where Sarah was mad that he told the siblings this embarrassing secret. And he's like, when did we decide we can't tell anything? It's like,
right. And also you told him, like she told him, what did she think?
It's in the bleeping Walker Code. Have you read it? I know you know it, Sarah, because you have blabbed things too.
Right. I mean, why would you?
Don't give us.
You told
this
Tommy why.
2.
What's the difference?
Yes. Don't be playing innocent in season 2. Come on. Yeah. We know how this works.
No. Yep. We sure do.
But washing machine sex notwithstanding, Joe's done.
Yeah.
He's checking out.
Probably a good idea.
And who can blame him, honestly? Did you see those people at the restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
I remember this episode, and I think, and not understanding how there's somebody at the bridal place videoing Kitty and her mom arguing, but nobody at that restaurant videos Robert saying, oh yeah, I called in a favor to find out about your brother. Yeah. Wouldn't that be more damaging?
Right.
But I don't think that comes. It should.
And also, what kind of a bridal salon? Like, if you're the staff, you need to be hustling that person out the door.
Absolutely.
Not just being like, psst, excuse me, pardon me, they're talking about you. Like, stop them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
that's not good. And those dresses also were awful. So
they were hideous. Yeah.
Although the second one with the puffy sleeves kind of looked a little bit like my wedding dress, but
yeah, from 1990.
That's right. And
there's
I still like it. Are you saying I can't give it to my daughter? Well, I definitely can't give it to my daughter because she's not my size. But still, I appreciate a good sleeve. Let's just put it that way. Mm-hmm. I have shoulders that do not hold up straps, so sleeves are a necessary thing. And as long as you're going to have them, they might as well be puffed. What the heck?
It's a special occasion.
That's right. Come on.
Make a note of it.
Pay for a little extra fabric. Not supposed to look like a cocktail dress.
Right.
Oh, well. This will look like a giant swan floating down the aisle.
I noticed we didn't get a look at the one that Nora gave
Yes. Carefully, we did not get a look at it, which made me think, does Kitty really like it, or is she just being nice?
Right.
She's like, oh, nice, Mom, thank you.
Yeah. Well, I think we've established that Kitty is unable to just be nice.
That's true. That's true.
Even if she wants to be, which she doesn't. So
yeah. I don't know. And Rebecca, sucker move, touched Kitty's shoes. She should have known better. Isn't there a girl code? You don't move somebody's shoes.
Right.
And I don't know if you were going to stay in somebody's room and you wished to use the closet and it was completely filled up with shoes.
Right.
How would you handle that?
Well, I think I would ask before I did anything. And also, like, where was she before, Rebecca? I mean, was she in the guest room? Like,
she should have stayed in the guest room.
Why doesn't she just stay there?
That's a little awkward.
Like, it doesn't.
But, I mean, it's not like she took out a storage locker and charged it to Kitty and just dumped her shoes in a pile. She put them in boxes.
Exactly. Right.
Oh, well. Everybody, by the end, everybody was all making up with everybody else and apologizing for being them. Meantime.
And Julia managed to
make it there.
Exit her house. I mean,
how is it that
I don't think people are giving her the support and sympathy that she needs.
How is it that the nosiest, most over-involved family in the world is not getting that girl some therapy? What the heck?
Yeah.
Have they never heard of postpartum depression? I'm pretty sure they have.
Right.
Just what is the matter with them?
No.
She's a spouse. We don't care about her.
Right. He's like, she only wants to talk to her parents. Well, her parents obviously are helping her in a way that the rest of you aren't. So.
Yeah. It's just a weird. Well, it's just nobody has ever paid attention to poor Julia in the entire show. Now that they have a reason to, they're just so out of practice.
Right.
Tommy's wife. Where is she? That what's her name now?
What's her name? The blonde one.
Blonde one.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yes.
Yep. There they all are.
And then you have Kevin, who just like constitutionally unable to just have like a normal conversation or reaction to anything.
Yes.
Like, buddy, it's not all about you.
I know. This episode, I think, had a difficult job because they needed you to care about Kevin and Jason as a couple without really showing us anything of them as a couple. Mm-hmm. It's like we have to compact 4 or 5 episodes worth of relationships into one, and then you're supposed to care that he's leaving and Kevin loves him and all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. A little quick. He is not actually going to Malaysia. He is going to be on a show called Viva Laughlin with Hugh Jackman that, as I recall, Brothers and Sisters fans wished very ill of so that he could come back. But it did not go well. But at the same time, Malaysia is very appealing, and, maybe Jason does well there. But I just didn't feel like there was didn't feel like there was enough weight to their relationship yet for us to care.
Yes. Or and also just like
Kevin to be going to church either. So
they
should just be, in the flirting stages at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh well. I guess there was a whole summer when we weren't there.
Mm-hmm. True. So, did we talk about each sibling? I think
so. I enjoyed Sarah getting to know all the moms at the park.
We don't do processed foods.
You're gonna memorize that little child's face, and then on the way out, you're gonna slip her a juice box and say, "Don't let your mommy know."
Exactly. So
yeah.
All
right. So we should mention that Robert does find out that Justin is okay. He's just been on a mission. But then, of course, while they're all dancing and, once again,
enjoying Kitty's birthday.
Spotlight on Cooper, just cutting a rug while his family cheers him on. Robert gets the kind of phone call that is not good because he walks off to the side and looks very serious.
Exactly.
And it turns out that Justin's unit got hit, and they don't know. There's casualties, but they don't know anything. So, way to break up a party, man.
Yeah.
He got the party started, and then he ended it.
Yeah.
But at least nobody died in the pool, so it's better than her previous birthday.
That's right. Maybe, by a little. So.
Yeah, we don't quite know what has happened to Justin yet, so if he were to meet a similar end, then I think we never celebrate Kitty's birthday ever again.
Certainly not.
Don't even say it.
Well, we will find out, I assume, next week.
And what plot thread we keep forgetting because we forgot to mention it last week
Uncle Saul.
Uncle Saul and his old friend, Milo Peterman, played by Michael Nouri, very intensely. Do you remember our times down at the lake? And it's like, well, we kind of thought maybe Uncle Saul never married. Good uncle. Is he actually gay now? Is this what they're saying to us?
Did we need another plot?
There's like, we got to throw Ron Rifkin something. Come on. What do we got for him? He already had an affair with Holly and that didn't work out. Come on.
Right.
So that apparently is where we're going here. But okay.
Mm-hmm.
You go act, man. I'm happy to see you act, but it seems like possibly one more plot than we really need.
Yes, exactly.
Can't some family members just be supporting and not have their own trauma? Is that possible? It's a good paycheck, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, well.
Well, we shall see. Next week, Brothers and Sisters is called An American Family. And Ted Lasso, we are up to episode 6 of season 3, and it's called Sunflowers.
All right. Is that a word we've ever heard in the show before?
I don't know. We'll
Okay.
find it. And that's going to be it for our round 2 today. Please subscribe to our Parenting Roundabout podcast so you won't miss any of our episodes. We have something new for you every weekday. As always, you can find recaps, links, and an opportunity to comment on our website at parentingroundabout.com. Goodbye, Terry.
Goodbye, Catherine.
Goodbye, everyone.